How is it going, guys? It is Dobbs here, and as you can tell from the title of the video, I will be predicting the MLB postseason, like Nostradamus. I don't know why I said that, but yeah. So let's check this out first. Let's go with I guess the AL. So the AL is kind of almost not even figured out yet, like seeding wise. Right now, Toronto, Kansas City have the same record, going for home field advantage, but Toronto's playing the Rays. Kansas City's got Minnesota. Minnesota's going to fight to stay in. I think Toronto's going to pull it out and have to play the winner of the Yankees and Houston. I think Houston ends up getting the wild card over the... Right now, they're one game. The Yankees clinched already. This is where it gets all confusing. Yankees clinched the first wild card spot. Houston is 3 games back of Texas. So Texas really has to win or Houston loses. So they basically have the division locked up, Texas. And then Houston's 1 game in front of Anaheim for the second wild card spot. But Anaheim has to play Texas. And Houston has to play Arizona. Arizona sucks. So I give that to Houston. And then I give... It will be in the Bronx. But I still think, well, Keuchel can't pitch on the road. That's a tough one. But the Yankees have no pitching. I'm going to give it advantage Houston. Houston goes on to face Toronto in the division series, which would leave Kansas City to play Texas. Going to the NL, Chicago, that's almost all figured out. Chicago, Pittsburgh is the wild card. Pittsburgh's going to be home. But Jake Arrieta, Garrett Cole, Jake Arrieta is the hottest pitcher in baseball. I got the Cubs moving on to play the Cardinals. I'm a Cardinal fan, but I'm going to try not to be biased to this whole thing. I'm going to play it by matchups. So we'll start it with Toronto and Houston here. Toronto will be the home team. I'm not playing games. I'm just trying to show you guys basically the matchups. So Toronto and Houston. Check out the teams here. So, game 1, Price, Keuchel. I'm giving that one a Price because Keuchel is tough on the road. He can't really pitch. Dickey Kazmir. I don't know. But once you get past Keuchel, really, all that matters is... Look at the lineup on the right. Tulo may be back. Don't know. They're just going to hit him out of the ballpark. Just hit homers. That's what they do. I got Toronto going on to the next round. Alright, let's go back here. Next, Kansas City. The defending AL champs, at least. And Texas, who kind of came out of nowhere towards the end of the year. Towards the last half of the year, at least, after that Hamels trade. Cueto's doing really bad with Kansas City. As far as pitching nod, Kansas City lost Greg Holland. I'm going to give the nod. So tough. I'm going to give it a push, actually. I'm going to say no team gets the nod. And we're going to go to hitting. So, in Texas, there's no doubt Texas can hit the ball out because the whole jet streaming right. But I just feel like Kansas City's a more complete team. And the experience will just put them over. Not much experience because they really made like 1 postseason, but enough experience to that point. Alright, let's go to the NL. So, you got the Dodgers and the Mets. The Mets, no, just kidding. The Dodgers and Mets are tied right now for who's going to have home field advantage for that game. But the Mets are playing the Nationals, and the Nationals are going to be pissed that they're not in the playoffs. So I think they'll take a couple, and the Dodgers are playing the shitty Padres, so I'm giving Dodgers the nod for home field advantage. And so there's no doubt this is going to be a amazing pitching series. Kershaw, Harvey, got to give it to Kershaw only because Harvey, who knows this stupid innings limit, and DeGrom, Greinke, it's another close one, but I'm giving the nod to the Dodgers here in pitching just because Kershaw, Greinke, boom boom, you can be down 2-0 to start at a first team to 3. I mean, without Cespedes, he's got his fucking hand. Yeah, I think he's going to play still. He's fine. But he still might be, you know, once you get hit, it gets in your head. I hate to say it, I'm picking the Dodgers in this one. I think this whole innings limit, getting in their own heads, is going to come back to bite the Mets in the ass. And then it's going to be the Cubs with home field advantage going to my St. Louis Cardinals, who seem to be dealing with every single fucking injury right now. Carlos Martinez is out, so this is even relevant because he got hurt like this week. Versus Lester, Arrieta, there's no doubt the pitching nod goes to, well, you can't really say that because like Lester is a postseason pitcher, Arrieta's the hottest pitcher in baseball, but the Cubs have a tough time beating the Cardinals. Like, I think they took 2 or 3 from us like recently, but besides for that, I think we won like almost every game but 2 or something like that. And then so Martinez is out, so I don't know if we're going to go to a 4-man rotation or we're going to stick Wainwright and take the chance and put him in the rotation. I think that'll happen. I'm giving the nod to the Cardinals, more depth than pitching at least. Piscotty, I don't know if any of you guys saw that injury. Brutal, but he's fine. He's going to play most likely. Yachty thinks he's going to be back. This is going to be, I think, the best series. Cubs want to break the curse. Back to the Future curse. I don't know if you guys saw. They want to bring Steve Bartman to the wild card game. Steve Bartman, the dude that cost them a trip to the World Series. If you don't know who Steve Bartman is, look up Steve Bartman. Dude in headphones reaches over, knocks the ball out of Moises Alou's glove, turns into a huge rally for the Marlins. The Marlins come back in the series. They end up winning the World Series, and curse continues. The Cubs are so young, so talented. Cardinals are so experienced, but also have youth. You don't even see some of their big bats in the lineup here. Grichuk is back. Grichuk was the best hitter on the team until he got hurt. Now he's back. I say Piscotty moves down to the first base. Grichuk up. Holiday plays. Hayward. I gotta give the nod to the Cardinals here. I'm sorry to any Cub fans. I really don't show hate towards the Cubs, even though I guess we're rivals, but you know. So basically this sets up for a Toronto, Kansas City, St. Louis, Dodgers, both championship series matchups, which you see the Dodgers and Cardinals play, I guess, at least once every year in the playoffs. So it wouldn't be the playoffs if you didn't see Dodgers, Cardinals. Alright. I always save the National League for last. I'm biased with that part at least. So Toronto's going to be home because I thought that they would have the better record, remember? Kansas City. This Toronto team is just friggin' dangerous, man. Pitching, Price is one of the best pitchers in baseball right now. He's pitching great. I think he's like 8-1 on the Blue Jays or something like that. So easily game 1, I'm saying David Price takes it at home. I'm thinking this series, this series doesn't come down to pitching. It comes down to the lineup on the right. If they can stop the Blue Jays hitting, the series is over. No matter how good the Blue Jays can pitch, their team is based on hitting. If Tulo doesn't come back, that's it. It's crucial for Tulo to come back. Because look, Goins is terrible. Goins, whatever his name is, their team is good, but once you get past those big bats, Donaldson, Bautista, Encarnacion, easier said than done. The bottom of their lineup is bad. I think the Royals have just a complete lineup, plus the experience. So all in all, I don't think it's Toronto's year, as everyone thinks it is. I have Kansas City going to their 2nd straight World Series appearance. Over to the matchup we see every year. Dodgers, Cardinals. Cardinals, Dodgers. Who's going to win? That's the question every year. Is it Kershaw's year? Probably not. Kershaw can't pitch in the playoffs. By far best pitcher in baseball, can't pitch in the playoffs. So I guess I give them the nod for pitch. I don't even know who to give the nod for pitching. It's just a matter of the Cardinals know how to win. They're the best team in baseball. They fight through injuries. They have 100 wins and the most injuries this entire year. Doesn't matter. They'll put in some AAA guy and he'll still look. We'll call up a Steven Piscotty, stick him out there, have him bat 320, and bat second on our team and be the best hitter right now. Jason Hayward starts low. Fine. Everyone else picks him up. He moves down in the order. Now he's batting third in the order. Does it matter? No. Matt Holliday gets hurt. Fine. We'll put in Piscotty. Put in Grichuk. Put in Hayward. Oh, Holliday gets hurt again. So does Grichuk. No big deal. Tommy Pham. Send him in there. I got Cardinals going to another World Series. Sets up for a Kansas City, St. Louis, all Missouri final World Series. I guess I should pick the I got for the both what's it, NLCS and ALCS MVPs. I'm going Ben Zobrist from Kansas City, and I'm gonna go with Jason Hayward from St. Louis, because not just the bat, Jason Hayward does it all. He's a great fielder. He can do whatever. So I'm giving Hayward and Zobrist, because Zobrist can literally play anywhere, so they could probably throw him in to pitch a couple innings if they want. Doesn't really matter. So St. Louis, Kansas City. St. Louis is obviously home because Kansas City is just has like 12 less wins. Simple. So I'm not impressed by Kansas City's pitching at all. Cueto struggles there. He's a National League pitcher. Also, he's faced us before. He'll kill us. That's going to be close between Walker and him. I think at this point, Wayner's going to come in and probably be like a 3-starter. Lackey, he knows what to do in the playoffs. Dude's got just tons of experience. I think if we win a World Series here, he's going to call it quits. He'll retire. So I'm giving nod pitching St. Louis just because Greg Holland's out. That bullpen's not the same. It's still a nasty bullpen, but it's not nearly the same. So pitching nod Cardinals. Again, we've been over. These are two lineups that have so much depth, But look at the bench. I say Grichuk comes in. All right. This doesn't look good because Tony Cruz is fucking dragging down the Cardinals. Mark Reynolds should not be a 68 either. But I just think the Cardinals I think it's their year. They win every other, or they make it to the World Series on odd years. Everyone knows that. The Dodgers have the even years locked up. We get it. We'll take the odds. It's fine. The team's got how many more? The next closest team is the Pirates, and they're playing in a wild card game right now. The Cardinals have 4 more wins than the Pirates, who are going to be playing in the wild card. How does that make sense? The Cardinals might finish with 103 wins this year, and I just don't think anyone can beat them. If they're the best team. So write it down. St. Louis taking the World Series this year. That's it. End of story. That was me being unbiased, I swear. I would love to be biased and just pick Cardinals all the way, but I'm going by numbers. The depth is ridiculous in the outfield. Someone gets hurt, another person steps in. I will say one thing. If Yadier Molina doesn't play, they're not the winning the World Series. They might even be out in the first round. I did this as if Yadi was playing, though. Without Yadi, teams will be stealing all over them, and it'll be a completely different series. With Yadier Molina in the lineup, Cardinals win the World Series. Without him, I'm not making another video like that, because he's going to play. Yadi knows what to do. He'll get the job done, and so will the Cardinals. End of story. Cardinals, World Series champs. It's been your boy Dobbs. I'll talk to you guys later. See you later. Peace.